What's up, guys? It's your boy. You want a free CDL? You want to get into the game of hotshot trucking or trucking, but you don't have the money to start. You don't have a CDL. You don't know what you're going to do. Right now, I'm going to tell you how to get the CDL and get the game rolling, or get the ball rolling to start the game. And it starts now. For old time's sakes, boom! So, a lot of people want to get into hotshot trucking, right? People want to get in. They're in all areas of their life. Some are young, some are old, some are unemployed, some are underemployed. You know, it's never too late to restart your life. I'm gonna put it this way. At 30 years old, I restarted my life. I had nothing except for a great wife that was all in. My wife could care less if we were homeless, jumping couch to couch, living in the streets. She doesn't care. She does care, but you know, she's my wife, for better or for worse, you know. So when I said I wanted to restart and start over and change what I was doing, she was cool. So you guys may or may not be in the same situation, but what holds everybody back is fear of the unknown. We get comfortable in our situations, right? So what are you comfortable at? You may be a comfortable millionaire. You may be comfortable being a middle class, or you may be where I was and don't know how to get out. You're scared to get out. You may be whatever. You get the point. Well, I wish I would have taken up on this, but I didn't. So for everybody that's under or unemployed, the government is actually on your side. There is so many grants. There's so many programs that you can do. You can go for welding. You can go for being a nurse. At 50 years old, my mom just went back to school. You know, there's programs out there. What does this have to do with hotshot trucking? No, there's not a program for hotshot trucking. Or is there? Or is there? There's a program for trucking. You can get your CDL paid for in a lot of states. If you go to your local workforce center, because the goal is to get the under or unemployed out of the system and paying taxes. Let's face it, that's the goal of government, to get paid. So yeah, they'll give up a little bit for you to give them a lot. Okay, that's cool. Let's do it, baby. Let's do it. Now here was my problem. I can't go to that school for 6 weeks. I can't do it. Because then I'm not going to have this, and I'm not going to have that. Or I can't do this, I can't do that. Well, I have 5 kids. So, I couldn't do it that way. I was the only one working, you know, and now, if I was underemployed then, when I decided to do the trucking thing, then that would have been a different story. You know, so if you guys don't know what to do, I'm going to tell you, if you don't do nothing, nothing's going to change. Like, nothing's going to happen if you don't do something. You can take nights and weekends classes, or night classes, you can take weekend classes, or you can bite the bullet and just take 3 weeks to a month. You can get a CDL like that now. You know, if you go for so many weeks and so much time. So you can get your CDL for free. Now, the art of, or the lifestyle of owner-operator trucking, independent owner-operator, is a dying, it's dying. Because the odds are stacked against us. You know, and it's because of lack of business management skills, lack of business skills. So how do you get business skills? You get in the industry. So you may want to be a hotshot trucker. You may want to start trucking, right? But you're like, no, I don't want to do it that way. I want to do it this way. I don't want to go to school. I don't want to get my CDL. I want to do this. Okay, so how long, realistically, is it going to take you to save up money to get a new truck, to get a new trailer, and have the money to start? How long is that going to take you? It's going to take a while, probably. And if it doesn't, you're starting like I did, and it's miserable. Miserable. You know, not to toot my own horn or not to brag, but 8 out of 10 people that start the way I started fail. You know, it's like a 20% success rating, unfortunately. And it's just what it is. So, if you go, you get a free CDL. Just hear me out. You get a free CDL. You start trucking. If you're willing to go over the road in a hot shot, you should be willing to go over the road in a CDL in a big rig. And if you're not, why? Why? I'm going to tell you why. Mental. Because you will do whatever it takes to get you there, right? But are you willing to do it once you get there? That's what happens. A lot of people will say, I'll do anything, I'll go over the road, I'll do this, I'll do that. Then they get trucking, they're like, I want to stay local. Well, that's not what you signed up for mentally. Maybe subconsciously it is, but not mentally. So, get into the industry. Start somewhere. A millionaire did not start by not making $1. You don't win a marathon by not running 1 step, or 2 steps, or 3 steps. Let's do the 2-step. You gonna do 3 steps, 2 step. So, guys, you can go to your local workforce, get your CDL, get in a truck. There is jobs, and you may only make 60 grand your first year. What are you making now? And this is not for everybody. But I know that when we're at the bottom, that's when we dream the biggest and work the hardest. So, if I came to your house and grabbed you and said, you're coming with me and I'm going to give you 50 grand a year and you're going to get in a hotshot trucking, are you going to go? Well, if you're watching this channel, you probably will. You know? So let's go. Let's go. I'm with you. I got mine, you get yours. Go get your CDL. And even if you don't want to use a CDL to be a hotshot trucker, that's fine. You get the experience of the industry and the business, then you can throw the CDL in the trash. But remember, the best thing in life for free. Maybe you need to pay it back. But most likely you don't. There's grants. There's grants for trucking. There's financial aid for trucking. Trucking's a life changer. So, guys, take a step. Do something to get started. And I'm going to do a video on it, but don't bank on an SBA loan. I got scammed by an SBA loan. and I will dig out some emails and go over it. But I was scammed by an SBA loan. Cost me, I was supposed to pay them $2,000. It's such a scam that I paid them $800 or $1,200. I got mad and quit paying them, and they just disappeared. You know why? Because they knew they were scamming me and they got enough money. So, if you guys want to get into this, start today. Don't talk about it. Don't say new year, new me. Do new year, new me. Get a CDL. Get a truck. But you gotta get a CDL. Now, when you get in a CDL, you can, once you get a CDL, your options are endless. You may not even want to be a hotshot trucker. You may realize you can make $100,000 a year and be home every day without the headache that Hotshot has. It's possible. I know it's possible. So, guys, I recommend get your CDL. Without a CDL, it's just not the same. And everybody that starts says, I'm going to get a CDL, but I want to start non-CDL. Why? It's a marathon. It's not a race. It's a marathon. Take your time. And I've said it before, you may only get one shot. You're at the 5-yard line. That touchdown is going to change your life. Do you hike the ball in 2 seconds? Or do you read the plan and work out the clock? Work that clock. That's the same thing here. You're cool right now. You may think you're not cool, but how long have you been the way you are? And I'm not talking bad. Like, how long have you been at that job? How long have you been at that house? What's another month? You know, what gets people is when opportunity arises, we lose our patience. We have patience when we're fighting and clawing to get in. Like, we have the patience. We will stick it out and we will do whatever it takes. The minute that door is cracked, you want to shove your whole body through it. Like, boom! You don't even know what's on the other side. It could be a 20-foot fall, and you don't know because you lost your patience with just a little sunlight. So, I know I've been ranting. This is a rant. I'm sorry. But, guys, start today. Get your CDL. If you don't know how you're going to get a truck, you know you want to be a hotshot trucker. You know you want to be a trucker. You know you want over the road. You know you want a better life for you and your family. Start today. You don't get what you want by doing what you don't want to do. Does that make sense? If everybody did what they wanted to do, we'd all be sitting home eating bonbons laid up with mama. Even a dog be laid up with a mama. So, guys, check out your local programs, your community colleges, Pell Grants, scholarships, grants, even Prime Trucking. And this isn't a sponsorship for Prime, for Knight, for Swift, for Schneider. Get your foot in the dough. Get it in the dough. It's easier to get into one of these big trucks that you don't own right now than to go out and spend $80,000 that you don't have. And then, once everything's started, and you're hoping you can pay the bills next week with a check that you don't know where you're getting. Because you're no longer getting a weekly paycheck. You're getting a paycheck when you work, not weekly. I ain't got one in a month. So, guys, get the CDLs, get your foot in the door, get the game started. You got any questions? Holla at your boy. But I will bet you that your state, your maybe not small towns, but your area has a school, some kind of grant, something. Check it out. Get your free CDL. Like, share, subscribe, hit that ding ding, and I will see you tomorrow. Peace. Am I the only one when I say see you tomorrow? The song starts playing in my head.